9:37, 8 degrees. Time to focus on business. Business editor Mike Eppel joining us now. And Mike, you're kind of feeling a little bit like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day right now, eh?
Yeah, indeed, Ted. And stop me if you've heard this before. No, seriously, stop me. It's Greece again this morning. It's fairly small player when you think of it on the global scale from a GDP standpoint. They say that Greece has the equivalent economic output of Nova Scotia, but it's all eyes on this country, which is at risk of defaulting on its loans. It has been on this precipice, economically speaking, now for 6, 7, 8 years. Remember, they hosted the Olympics back in the, I want to say early 2000s, maybe it was the late 90s. I have to check that, I can't even remember, but that was sort of the starting point when they just went way over budget with that. Buildings sitting empty shortly after the games led to economic problems. Of course, you had the economic downturn of 2008-09. It's all added up to massive debt problems and high costs for entitlements. So they're still negotiating. Tomorrow's another deadline, and we're seeing this play out in the global equity markets with lower stock prices to start the day. European markets on average down 1%. Price for oil. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens in the oil market over the next 24 hours, because tomorrow morning OPEC makes its announcement on production quotas. Of course, OPEC, it is a key player in the global economic sphere in energy trading. Right now they've got quotas totaling 30 million barrels per day. But the problem is the producers are overproducing. So does OPEC crack down on the quota levels and actually stick to targets? What does that mean for oil? We're starting the day with crude WTI at $59 a barrel. The Western Canadian Select price down about 60 cents, just about $51 per barrel. Recreational property market, cottages, very close to what we're seeing for real estate in that sector to the overall city's performance. We've got record high prices in Vancouver and Toronto, Calgary. We've seen the slowdown, and the same thing in the recreational property market in Alberta, tied to the sell-off in the energy sector. And the red-hot technology market continues on the TSX. We're tracking shares of Stingray, Montreal-based media company. It listed yesterday and went up by 20%. Shopify's on the rise again today. That's been a very strong initial debut for shares of that tech company, and it is up something like 50% since its launch just a week ago. Ted, back to you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report.